My brother and I have built several greenhouses over the past few years, and when I think back to being in the planning stages for each of them, I remember that planning out the foundation always seemed to be the trickiest part. So in this video, I'm going to go over 5 of the greenhouse foundation styles we have used over the years, pros and cons for each, what's worked, what we would change, and share our overall experience with each of them. So hopefully this can help you out, give you some ideas or things to consider, or even a place to start if you are planning on building your own greenhouse. So let's get into it. First up on the list is actually no foundation. So the idea behind this one is you would pound some sort of material into the ground. It can be PVC, rebar, something like that. In our case, we used rebar and some metal fence conduit to make some sort of basic hoop structure. Some pros for this approach to your foundation is, number one, it's very simple. It's also not going to cost very much. There's not too much that goes into this style. It's also pretty mobile. So what I mean by that is you can pick this up and move it to a different location if you need to, and it wouldn't be too laborious of a task. So now for the cons for this style. Number one, it's not going to be the sturdiest option on this list, and it's not going to be the most long-term solution that you can come up with for a foundation. Also, there's not a great place to attach the plastic on the bottom of this, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. But it's not really meant to be a long-term option. It's supposed to be something that's just simple, cheap, and easy, something you can put together quick or take apart quick or move it fast if you need to. It's a great option if you need to throw together a temporary structure. So number 2 on my list here is going to be baseboards with stakes. So for our greenhouse, we did 2x6 cedar baseboards and then some 2x2 cedar boards for the stakes. We put the stakes into the ground and attach it to the baseboard. And a lot of these are interchangeable. You can use a lot of different materials for each option, but we use PVC for this greenhouse, pounded some into the ground, and then attached everything to the baseboard. Some pros for this style are along the same lines as the first one I talked about. It's cheap, easy, and simple to put together. There's not an extreme amount of material that goes into building this foundation, and it's something that one person can do by themselves in a pretty short amount of time. Another pro is that it can last a long time if you use cedar or treated lumber. We prefer not to use treated in our greenhouses, but that's up to you. But either way, if you use the right material, this can last a while. And you're pounding stakes into the ground instead of digging a hole and then refilling the hole back in. Some cons for this style is it's not extremely anchored into the ground. So it's probably not the most structurally sound foundation out of all of the greenhouses that we have. But this foundation is coming up on 6 years old now, and it's still standing, still going strong. We even had a tornado earlier this year with over 100+ mile-per-hour winds. And for how simple it was to put together, it's really stood up well to the elements up here, and I have had no issues with this foundation so far. Another con is that this kind of limits your structure that you can build. So we use this for metal hoops and for PVC, and you could probably also use cattle panels as well or something along those lines. But you probably can't frame out an A-frame or a stick frame greenhouse like the other greenhouses that we have. So you're kind of limited in that regard. And it's still wood in the ground instead of material like metal or concrete. So that's not ideal for the long term. Number 3 is the foundation that we use for our cattle panel greenhouse, which is what I'm calling 4x4 anchors. So we made some 4x4s by screwing some 2x4 pines together, and we use pines because we had an abundance available from our pole barn we were building at the time. So we put the 4x4s into the ground and framed a little sidewall, which we attached the cattle panels to. We built this with the idea of having it being our chicken compost structure, but you can frame this out a lot of different ways to suit whatever needs you may have. And that leads me into the first pro I have on my list, which is you have more design options than you do in the first 2 foundations that I covered. We use cattle panels, but you can probably frame out an A-frame or a more advanced structure with this sort of foundation. And it's relatively cost effective and simple to install. It definitely wasn't our most expensive or difficult foundation to set up. And another huge pro for this foundation is that you can use it to level off your structure if you're on a hill. In our case, there was like a 1 to 1.5 foot difference between the top side of the greenhouse to the bottom. So this foundation was really useful for us to be able to quickly and effectively level off our sidewalls. For the cons, I would say, first of all, you have to dig a hole for each post and then refill the hole back in to anchor it. And this isn't going to be an option that's going to last as long as metal or concrete. We use pine because that's what we had on hand at the time, but that's definitely going to be something that we're going to have to deal with in the future. I would recommend investing in cedar or some treated boards if you're going to do this foundation. But regardless, this is going to be a more long-term foundation that's going to allow you to build a more permanent structure, and I really like how it's worked out for us so far. So now it's on to number 4 and my personal favorite foundation that we've used for our greenhouses, which is the 4x4 post anchor and the deck plate. Pros for this is that the foundation's metal, so there's only metal in the ground, no wood, and metal is very durable and it's going to last a long time. It also gives you a lot of room to customize your dimensions. Like, we built our first greenhouse, it was a mini A-frame, and then we tore it down and rebuilt it and doubled the size, and it was very easy to pop these post anchors out of the ground and move them to the new area and put them back in and rebuild everything around them. You also don't have to dig a hole or anything to put them in, you're just driving them right into the ground. And we built this greenhouse on a hill, and it was very easy to level off our base using these post anchors. And this is personal preference, but I love the way these things look and how this whole greenhouse turned out. And cons for this foundation style is, first of all, the installation takes a long time and there's a lot of labor involved if you're installing it the way we are, which is putting a 4x4 in the anchor and using a sledgehammer to pound it into position. And the first couple we installed with these, we used too short of a 4x4 and ended up getting stuck in the anchor, and we had to cut it out a little bit by little bit, and that took a very long time. So if you're doing this and you're doing it the way we did it, make sure you use a longer 4x4, longer the better. And you could see towards the end, I was using one that was like 4 or 5 feet long to make sure that thing wasn't getting stuck at all. It was a little difficult to keep them all plumb and level as you're driving them into the ground, and keep them in line with each other so you could set the 4x6 right on top of the 4x4 that you put into the anchor. I've recently found that Osco has a YouTube channel, and they have some videos going over a couple different methods to install these properly, so check those out if you're going to be doing this sort of foundation for yourself. But the biggest con, I would say, for this greenhouse foundation, which used to be its biggest pro, is price. Since we've built this foundation, prices on everything, and especially metal products, have gone through the roof. And I went back and looked up the receipt for when I ordered these, and I checked the current price of these anchors and plates, and we bought 12 of these post anchors for less than one of these costs today, which is absolutely insane. We are really looking forward to using this system in a lot of different ways in our homestead, but it's just not financially feasible to do that anymore. I still highly recommend it. I love this thing, but it's just going to be an investment now instead of a cheap alternative to a lot of other different foundations. And the last foundation we have is concrete. We used concrete for the foundation in our stick frame Twinwall panel greenhouse that we built in the fall of 2022. This was our first time ever using concrete, and we definitely made some mistakes, but it still turned out all right, and it should last for a really long time. And that's actually the first pro I have of concrete, is how long it lasts. There's a reason why concrete is the most commonly used building material for a foundation. It's extremely durable, it'll handle moisture well, and if you do it right, you should have a stable foundation for many, many years to come. And we found that it's actually pretty cost effective for how long-term of a foundation solution it is. And there's a lot of different ways to set up a concrete foundation, so you have a lot of options in how you want to do this for your own greenhouse. And the biggest con would be that it takes skill to pour concrete, and there's definitely a learning curve. This was our first time ever really working with concrete. I'm sure we didn't do a lot of things right and made a lot of mistakes, but we had one of our friends who was more knowledgeable on the subject check it out after we were done, and he said it would be okay, so we'll see how that goes. Only time will tell. But we had to spend a lot of time kind of researching how we were going to do it and figuring out what we were going to do. And there's plenty of places online that can help you out with this sort of thing. It's also pretty labor intensive. This took us a while to get poured and all set up. And it's got to dry, but that's not too bad. And I would say another con is that there's less room for air. And once it's poured, like, it's set in stone, I guess literally. Like with our A-frame greenhouse, we tore it down and rebuilt it, and we could move that foundation around if we wanted to. But if we did that with concrete, we would just have to pour a totally different one and just leave the one that's already poured in its place, because you can't really take it out and move it to a different spot. So that's definitely a con. You just have to make sure that wherever you're pouring it, you're happy with the dimensions and location of the greenhouse, because that's probably going to be its final resting place.